going on, squad? Today we are at 7.4MX, and what do you know? Absolutely none of the video I recorded has any audio, so I'm gonna go ahead and jump in, do a little bit of voiceover here and there because the GoPro has some pretty decent audio. Either way, I do hope y'all enjoy. Let's go. Alright, we're here, first ride. A bit nervous, I'm not even gonna lie. But let's do it. Gonna go hit the turn track. Yo, what's going on, squad? So I decided to take a quick lap around the turn track, and it's not exactly what I thought it was going to be, but I'm all good with it because we're in Florida and I'm just gonna have to learn how to ride in the sand, and it's gonna make me a better rider overall, so I'm really not complaining about it. I'm just a bit spoiled, I guess you can say, with my first ride at Bone Valley. But overall, this was a fun track. I'm not even gonna lie about that. It was a bit sandy, but after 2 or 3 times of, taking a break and coming back and trying it again, I got better and better at it. I just want to give you guys a preview of how I started the day and how we finished the day with our riding. So I finish out this lap and we're gonna go to the back of the park where the trails are. Now, this is the first ride on the trail, and I wasn't really paying attention, but I was looking for signage. I didn't see this one right here that says the wrong way, and I didn't see the trail on the left. So I just jumped in right here, the first area that I saw, but this was actually going in reverse. Thankfully, I was the only person out there actually riding the trail. And then I noticed the sign, and I was like, oh damn. Let me turn around. The only complaint that I have about the trail area is that the signage is just way too small. Maybe for me, I didn't know where I was going until I got up on the sign saying wrong way, wrong way. So this whole time I'm riding the track backwards pretty much. If they would have said that's ridiculous. Trail starts here, then, but it was alright. I was the only person out there, so I was being careful. So right off the jump, going to the trail, super confused. I didn't see that entrance to the left. Maybe if the sign was bigger, I don't know. Maybe I wasn't paying attention. But I doubled back, tried to find an area to jump in that wasn't super crazy sandy, and we jump in, we're right here. Find this line, and then we're back on the trail, and we're going the right way. But I did get lost again. At this point, I just wanted to get out of here and start from the beginning. Holy shit. Oh man. That was all sand. Jeez. That was 4 minutes in there. Man, that's exhausting on the sand. All right, let's go try to ride this track. Take it easy, take it slow. I'm nervous. That's why I came here first. All right. We at the track. I'm mad nervous right now. My heart is beating. My hands are getting all sweaty. But listen, I went slow and I kept it slow. Maybe next time we go back here, I'll get out of second gear. But it was super intimidating, I'm not gonna lie. I think if the track wasn't as crowded, and maybe if I was with Jordan and I just had someone in front of me to like, yo, you got this, no big deal, I probably would have did a lot better. It definitely felt nice to ride on something different than sand. It was super soft, but I don't know, it felt nice. Like, even though I was going turtle slow, it still felt nice. Like the bike handled well on the turn. Even though I was going slow, it still felt better than like one of those sandy turns. I guess, this is what a moto track feels like. It's my first time, cut me some slack. I do feel like I could have gave a lot of these jumps a bit more speed, and I only did one lap. I didn't go back and do it again. It just got way too packed, and there was guys going crazy on there. I was waiting for this guy for the first jump. I didn't want to be in his way. I decided to follow him, and I gained some speed, and I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna follow him. And then I was like, nah, I'm not even gonna follow him. So this was pretty much just a full lap on the moto track. I didn't ride it again, like I said, but I don't know how I felt about it. I could have did better now that I'm watching it, and on the playback is like, hindsight is 20/20. But I was out there by myself, and I just didn't feel like getting hurt, and I didn't really have any motivation to do my best. Next time, we'll do a lot better. man, I thought I was gonna make it. Damn. Thought I was gonna make it. That was rough. It's good though. Stalling like crazy, but trying to figure out what's better for me to ride with one finger on the clutch, two fingers on the clutch, hold on with these three, or my middle finger on the clutch and hold on with the four. So I'll be trying a bit of both. I like this. Getting to know the bike a bit more, shifting, braking, turns, speed, suspension, all of that stuff. So we're just learning. No expectations, no real expectations anyways. My seating. Holy shit, bro. I got a cramp in my hand. Holy, look at that. Jeez. I don't know what happened there. Hell, damn it! One more round. Telling you, I'm getting better, bro. We're gonna be riding out to that spot that we did in the second video. Because there's definitely a lot of sand over there, but it's way more open. Just go back and check that video. But I'm definitely getting better, especially in this sand, bro. This sand is critical. But we out. But we doing it, man. We doing it.
Brake though, Papa! Just tap that rear brake, Papa! Hey, did it? Did that too. All right. Easy up. That wasn't too bad. Time to pack it up.
Yes, sir. Well, that concludes today's video. We had a good day. We learned a lot. We rode pretty good. And we progressed as the day went. And that's all that matters. If you guys enjoyed this video, drop a like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. I appreciate y'all for rocking with your boy. Y'all be easy. Peace.